Good morning, students. Welcome to Chanakya Academy online classes. Standard 12th Science Biology. Hello, students. Yesterday we have started with the topic environmental issues, and in them we have studied about water pollution. Okay, so we have just seen the sources of water pollution, how we are polluting the water. So there were many slides yesterday which I have shown you. Now we will further move with this topic, that is water pollution. Now today what will be our topic of discussion? First I will discuss about biomagnification. Okay, then treatment of wastewater, then solutions of water pollution, and then the action and regulation. Now, yesterday we discussed that water pollution is increasing. Okay, and in that water pollution, we divided water pollution into three main categories. That is the source of water pollution, the effect of water pollution, and then the solution of water pollution. Okay, so sources we have studied. Now, we'll move further. That is biomagnification. Now, this topic is very important. Biomagnification, coming from two main words, bio and magnification. Bio means the biotic organisms. Okay, and magnification means to increase, to magnify. Okay, now what it is? Biomagnification, also known as bioamplification or biological magnification, is any concentration of a toxic. Okay, toxic. Which toxic we are talking about? We are talking about pesticide. This we have discussed as the sources when we were discussing agricultural pollution. Okay, the DDT, the NPK, which the farmers are utilizing. Okay, the pesticides which they are utilizing. Some of them, that is, if the concentration of that toxic increases, it will harm. Okay, so that toxic, okay, in the tissue of tolerant organisms at successively higher levels in a food chain. This increase can occur as a result of, so what is happening? See, it is the biological magnification. What is being magnified? Concentration of toxic. Okay, whatever toxic which is entering into the organism, that is increasing. Okay, so that is biomagnification. Now, this increase can occur as a result of, why this is increasing? First, persistence, where the substance cannot be broken down by environmental processes. Second, food chain energy ties, where the substance concentration increases progressively as it moves up a food chain. And third one, that is low or non-existent rate of internal degradation or excretion of substance, mainly due to water insolubility. Okay, now see, again I'll explain you what is biomagnification. Biological magnification is the increase of certain substance. Okay, what are these substances? These substances will be toxic, and as this toxic, the concentration increases, this concentration will be harming that organism. Okay, and what they are doing? they are increasing their concentration when they are moving from one food chain to another. Okay, as they are been moving upward into the trophic level, these toxic concentration get magnified. Their concentration get magnified. Their concentration get amplified. So that is called as magnification. And why it is being caused? Because substance cannot be broken down. That is the toxic which we are consuming. This toxic will not be broken down. So as it is not been broken down, from one trophic level to another trophic level, these concentration is being passed. Okay. Second, the substance concentration increases progressively as it moves up the food chain. Okay, so this they will move upward, so their concentration get increase. And the third one, that is non-existent rate of internal degradation. They will not be degraded. Okay, and that's why they will be present. Okay, now see here. This diagram is in your textbook. Now, what they have shown the biological magnification of DDT in an aquatic food chain. Okay, you know that these DDTs are being used on large scale. Okay, and these DDT, if it gets mixed inside the water, or if that DDT gets flow and comes in water bodies, what will happen? The concentration of DDT in water will be 0.003 ppm, that is parts per million. Okay, so that when that water will be utilized by zooplanktons that is present in water only. Zooplanktons are what? They are the small organisms, animal like organisms which are present in water. When that organism will consume water, that concentration of DDT will come to 0.04 percentage. So what is happening? From one, that is from water, that DDT is moved to zooplanktons. If that zooplankton is consumed by small fishes, that is now what is happening? It is moved into trophic levels. Okay, from one trophic level it is moved to the higher trophic level, that is small fish. The concentration of DDT gets increased ppm. It will become 0.5. You can see how drastic this concentration is increasing. If that small fish is consumed by large fish, again the concentration will increase to 2, not 1, 2. Okay, and if that large fish is being eaten by birds, okay, fish eating birds, then it will increase to 5 ppm. So you can clearly see that this is the example of biomagnification, where the toxic called as DDT gets magnified, gets amplified when they are moving to the successive trophic level, from first trophic level to second trophic, from second trophic level to further trophic level. Okay, so biomagnification is the build up of toxin in a food chain. Okay, this is the best example of food chain. Okay, the DDT concentration is in parts per million, that is ppm. As the trophic level increases in food chain, the amount of toxic builds up, increases. Okay, so toxic get increased, and that is why we called it as magnification. So predators accumulate higher toxics than prey. Certain substances such as pesticides or heavy metals work their way into lakes, rivers, and oceans and then move up the food chain in progressively greater concentrations. The substances become increasingly concentrated in tissues or internal organs as they move up the chain. So what is happening, that concentration of DDT is being circulated inside the organism's body. Okay, in their internal organism, that is, they are going inside the tissue, and that organism is being eaten by another organism. So this is why the toxic is being mixed. Understood? Now next important one is bioaccumulants. Okay, accumulation. Okay, are substances that increase in concentration of living organisms as they take in contaminated air, water, or food because the substance are very slowly metabolized or excreted. Okay, now the next slide. That is the higher amount of toxin as trophic level increases in the food chain. Okay, you can clearly see I've made a trophic level. Okay, where you can see X denotes the DDT concentration. So in algae you can see only 2x I have made, that is the concentration. When we are coming to zooplankton, it has increased from 2 to 5. Then the zooplankton are being consumed by small fish. Again the concentration get increased. Then the large fish concentration again gets increased. And if we are consuming that large fish which is having DDT concentration, then in humans also the DDT gets entered. So it's not only the aquatic organisms are being harmed, it is humans also, it may be harmed with this biomagnification process. So continuous use of DDT should not be there. Okay, so if continuously we are using it, then some or the other time if we are consuming the fish, that may enter in our body too. Okay, this is again one more food web I have made. Algae having 0.04 ppm of DDT, then zooplanktons, small fish, large fish, and humans. This is the concentration. You can see that in humans the concentration parts per million, it increases to 13.55. okay, from algae which will be 0.04. So 0.04 concentration. Okay, so points from 0.04, what we are doing, we are increasing, we are magnifying it to 13.55. Okay, so we should stop the use of DDT. Now the next topic, that is solution and checks, how we can stop water pollution. We have to stop water pollution, yes, because you know that only 1% of water is being used by the humans. So how we can do it? First, by wastewater treatment, that is the waste coming from homes, from industries, we should treat them. Then more dilute, we can make that more dilute. Okay, then regulators and monitoring it, and awareness, that is we should tell the citizens, we should make them aware by the ways how we can save. Okay, now what is wastewater? This we have done. Okay, the wastewater is a term that is used to describe waste material that includes industrial liquid waste and sewage waste that is collected in towns and urban areas and treated in urban waste treatment plants. Okay, so all these comes under wastewater. Now, how we can treat them? A process of convert wastewater, which is water no longer needed or suitable for its most recent use. Okay, we cannot use them into an effluent that can be either returned to the water cycle with minimal environmental issues or reuse. So we should first treat that wastewater and then we should use them. Now, what are the main components, okay, of wastewater, or you can say what contaminates the wastewater? They are the suspendable solids, the biodegradable organics, the pathogenic bacteria, and the nutrients, that is the nitrogen and phosphorus, which are used by agriculture. Okay. Now, from where we are getting the wastewater, the sources. Okay, residents from the home, the excreta. Okay, the activities which the humans are doing, that is washing clothes, bathing, cooking. Ultimately, what is happening, that water is being wasted. Okay, commercial institutes like industries. Okay, then various industries are eliminating water. Okay, so all these are the main sources of your wastewater. Now you can just see, I have made a diagram. Okay, you can see there are various houses. Okay, in various houses, all the drainage coming from the different houses, they need to be collected and then they need to be treated. Okay, so where does the water from the washer go? Or when you flush the toilet, where does the content go? Okay, so all of them goes into a local wastewater treatment plant. Okay, now why we need to treat wastewater? Since 5 minutes I'm telling you we should treat wastewater, we should, that is, you must be thinking that that is wastewater. Why we need to treat them? Okay, causes a demand for dissolved oxygen, because in that water oxygen will be there. Okay, second, adds nutrients to cause excessive growth, and then increases suspended solids or sediments in stream. Okay, now see, when we are taking the waste water, okay, that waste water will have some dissolved oxygen, that is DO. We called it as DO, dissolved oxygen. Second, if it is coming from agriculture, that water will be having nitrate and phosphate. Okay, and that wastewater will be having some suspended particles. Okay, some sediment particles, which increases the turbidity. Okay, so we should remove them, or there should be some concentration. Okay, so that concentration, if that concentration is good, then we can say that the water is good, and that water should be poured into streams, rivers, lakes, seas. Okay, but if that water is harmful, we should first treat that water and then we should put them into streams. Now, again, one important topic. Okay, this topic I will explain you, and then today again we will stop our content. Okay, yes, so what we are doing, what will be our objectives? First objective will be reduced organic content. Second, removal or reduction of nutrients. And third, removal or inactivation of pathogenic microbes. Now, one by one, I'll explain you. Reduced organic content, BOD, that is biological oxygen demand. Okay, we have to reduce that organic content. We have to reduce BOD. Then we have to remove nitrogen and phosphorus. If excess of these nutrients will be there, we have to remove them. Then third, pathogens, that is the microorganisms which are present in that wastewater, we have to remove them. Okay, so these are the three main objectives. We have to remove, or we have to reduce the organic content, we have to remove the nutrients, and we have to remove the microbes. How we are doing it? There are two main methods, primary and secondary. Primary, that is the physical separation. Okay, where what we are doing is we are removing the debris from it. Okay, secondary is the main treatment. Okay, secondary treatment, what we are doing, we are treating that water with biological and chemical processes. Okay, and in that what we are doing, aerobic microbial processes we are doing. Okay, so aquatic nutrients we are adding, and what they will do, they will do a process called as aerobic respiration, and they will utilize the content which is present. Okay, now see here the so what we are doing is, from the homes the water is collected, the pipe take water to treatment center. Okay, so from the homes the water is being taken towards the treatment center, where what is happening, screening is happening. So the large particles will be removed. From there they will go to the first step, that is the primary treatment stage, where what will happen, the large debris will be removed from there. Then they will go to the second stage, that is the secondary treatment stage, where what will happen, the biologically and chemically we will treat that water. And what we will do, we will store that water into final treatment stage, and after that you can clearly see we will filter that water into rivers. So like this what we will do, we will reduce the pollution, we will remove certain things. So what we will do, we will treat that wastewater. So that's why it is called as wastewater treatment plant. Okay, so we have to treat that water, we have to remove the waste, and then we have to add that into river. Okay, now I'll just go quickly with what are the primary treatment we are doing. Okay, so at the primary treatment level, We remove what we will remove: fat, oil, grease, sands, gravel, rocks, large settleable solids including human waste, okay, floating materials. Okay, and what are the methods by which we are removing this? Bar screening grinders, glit chambers, sedimentation tanks, chlorinating. Okay, so these are the general methods which we will use. Okay, basically sedimentation tank is very important. Okay, we will sediment it, where then we will chlorinate it. Grinding we will do. Okay, and these are the methods which will be used. So you can see here, primary treatment, the water will come from one end into the chambers. Okay, where a grit will be there, a grit chamber. Okay, then sedimentation tank will be there, and all the thing will move from the primary treatment towards the secondary treatment. So whatever large particles, waste material, it will be collected downward, and rest will move into your secondary treatment. Okay, so you can see here, okay, wastewater inlet, then settled wastewater outlet. Whatever thing is settled we will remove, and slung will be discharged. Okay, now secondary treatment. And we discussed the secondary treatment we have to do with two processes: biological treatment and your chemical treatment. Okay, so biological treatment, it will be activated slug, the slug which we received. Okay, then trickling filters and oxygenation ponds. Now what is this activated slug process? Okay, first of all, very important thing in this biological process is the use of bacteria. Okay, because ultimately this bacteria will do two important processes. Okay, that we'll discuss. So in activated slug process, what is there? Primary wastewater mixture with bacteria rich slugs and air and oxygen is pumped into the mixture. Okay, so from the primary treatment we will get the slug, and this slug, it will get mixed with bacteria rich component, air and oxygen. Now what will happen? Aerobic and anaerobic bacteria will be present, and they will do their breakdown. So breakdown process will be done. So why it is called as biological treatment? Because we are adding bacteria, and that bacteria will utilize the organic matter inside the plant, inside the water plant. Okay, that is the wastewater treatment plant which is there. So inside that slug, the organic matter will be broken down by bacteria. So promotes bacterial growth and decomposition of organic matter. BOD removal is approximately 85%. So the oxygen demand which is there, it will be removed, because that oxygen will be consumed by bacteria to do the decomposition process. Okay, now second thing, that is, along with bacteria, viruses will be removed. Okay, so biological removal of activated slug, that is 80 to 99% removal of bacteria, and 90 to 99% removal of viruses will be done with the help of this process. Okay, now physical component, what we will do: aeration tank will be providing. This tank will supply oxygen. Aerated source, like continuously we will provide pure oxygen so that the bacteria will do the decomposition process. Then activated slug outflow line will be there, so continuously that slug will be collected into another tank. Okay, so here you can see what we are doing is the raw water, that is the water, it is collected into an aeration tank. Continuously oxygen is being provided into this tank, and what is happening, we are getting a clarifier settler, and that water is called as treated water. Okay, and the things which remain at the bottom, they are being collected and go to slug treatment. Okay, now second thing, that this oxygenation bond which we are talking about. Okay, when we are adding, the oxidation bond are a few meter deep and up to a hectare in size. Okay, they are low cost with retention times of 1 to 4 weeks. Odor and mosquito can be proper. Okay, pathogenic removal, we have to remove. So bacteria, virus and protozoa are removed from this. Okay, so mechanism include the long detention time, generation by photosynthesis, predation, sunlight and temperature. So with this process we are reducing it. Okay. Yes, so with this what we have done, we have used the primary and secondary steps to treat the wastewater. And this what we will do, we will remove BOD, we will remove NNP, that's nitrogen and phosphorus, and we will remove the pathogen also. So this is why we are treating the wastewater. Okay, so all the wastewater will be treated. So today, okay, we discussed about wastewater. Okay, so again I will tell you what is this wastewater. That is a process of converting wastewater, which is water not longer needed or suitable for its most recent use. Okay, we cannot use them. So that water we have to treat first, and that is your wastewater treatment done by two processes, the primary process and the secondary process. Okay, and these two topics we have discussed. Okay, so in solution, that is how we can treat the wastewater. We did that we have to treat the wastewater. We saw how we can treat the wastewater. Second, that water, we can add the normal water to it, and with this we can make that water dilute. So when we are diluting it, the toxic becomes less concentrated. So this is the second method, okay, which can be done at small scale, not at large scale. Okay, then solution will be regulation and monitoring. That is, regular checking and regular monitoring should be there, that how many concentration of wastewater daily we are pouring into seas or ocean. We have to check, we have to monitor it. If the concentration is more, that is daily, if the concentration which we are pouring into sea and ocean is high, then we have to go and treat that water first before putting it into river and seas. If the concentration is dilute, very minute, then we can directly pour them. Okay, and the last one is awareness, that the farmers, the industrial man, the household, all of them, we should give them information that how we can treat this water in small scales and on large scale basis. Okay, so with this we have finished with the topic, that is biomagnification, okay, and wastewater treatment. Okay, tomorrow I will further move with the another topic. Okay, I hope you understood this main topic, that is biomagnification and wastewater treatment. These two topics are very important, students. Yes, these two topics are very important, so please make notes and study hard. I hope you understood the topic. Thank you.